Just about every one of us has either seen an NFL or a college football game. You know, we've seen a soccer match on television. A lot of us have been to a game or a match. We've seen a stadium on television, or we've, driven by one at some point. And I'm telling you this, for a reason. I want all of us to get a visual here and understand the magnitude of the problem that we face and the problem that we're going to tackle. The University of Michigan has one of the biggest stadiums in the world, and it seats about 100,000 people. They call it the Big House. Now, I want you to imagine for a second if I was sitting in that stadium right now and I said, 4,600 people stand up. And then I turned around and told you, that's how many people are going to die by their own hand this year in the construction, mining, oil and gas, and logging industries. That's a lot. Our people are dying at rates that should make every company, every union, every foreman stop and ask, what's happening on my crew? This is not a soft topic. This is very hard. This is a safety topic. And it belongs in a toolbox talk, the same as fall protection, confined space, or suspended loads. Now, the CDC came out and named why it happens in our industries specifically, and I'm going to go through those real quick. Job insecurity, boom and bust. You finish a project and you wonder what the hell's coming next. You do long stretches away from home. You're with your crew more than you are your own family. Physical pain, years of hard work, catches up with you. Chronic pain is a known risk factor. And the big one, the one that nobody talks about, and we've built a culture where a person who suffers in silence gets called tough, and the person who asks for help gets looked at sideways. That's a big problem. And that problem is killing people. This sounds all too familiar to me as a mining contractor and coming up that way. Now, as a leader, here's some of the things you need to watch out for. The person who's quiet, who was loud and now is not. The worker who is slipping on the job. They're missing steps. They're just not focused. The person with the short fuse, getting into it over nothing. The person talking about being a burden or giving stuff away. Saying that they're fine, and when nothing about them says that they're fine. And you don't need a psychology degree. You need to know your people. A supervisor who's tuned in with his crew can catch it. A supervisor who's not tuned in with his crew does not catch it. And when you see it, here's what you need to do. Number one, you need to pull that person aside. And you want to do it privately, not in front of the crew, not in front of people. You do it on the truck ride to work. You do it walking back to the equipment. Number two, you need to ask the question. You need to say, hey, are you okay? Try saying something like, hey, I noticed you seemed off lately. I see you every day. I see what you do and how you normally are. And you're a little off your game. What's up? Everything okay? At home, out of work? Then shut up and listen. Do not rush in to fix it. Just listen. Number three, if you think they're being evasive or something feels off about their answers, just don't leave them. Don't leave them alone. Make sure you got somebody or you keeping an eye on them. And if you think someone is in immediate danger, you stay. You call 911, you call 988, you do not leave. You do not leave them alone. Number four, you got to connect that person to something. Now, you do not have to be their counselor, but you do have to make the bridge. Now, if you are the person watching this who is struggling, this part's for you. You've spent your whole career showing up, doing the work, holding the line. Nobody sees what that cost you. Nobody sees what you carry. And everybody's carrying something. Asking for help is not weakness. It is what a strong person does when they've been carrying something too heavy for too long. Your crew needs you. Your family, your friends, your people need you. Some people have a really hard time actually seeing who they are to others. If you or somebody you know is struggling, call 988. Text HOME to 741-741. Please talk to your supervisor. Talk to somebody. You've worked too hard and too long to let silence win. 988. Call or text anytime. It's free, it's confidential, and it works. Use this video. Show it to your crew. Run it at your next toolbox talk. I'll tell you what, if this helps one person, it did its job. Leaders, don't be the person that says or has to say, I could have saved a life that day, but I chose to look the other way. My name is Scott Chest, and this is Lead the Middle. Thank you.